Following on from that short about the two desktops that were destroyed beyond belief, presumably they were sitting around for a while and that's their excuse for destroying people's personal information, whatever you want to call it. Here's a tub full of laptops that have come from the same place, not going to say where it is. Assumably they have a department that has some sort of computer repairs, or let's call it that. Looking at these, they're either just can't repair them or whatever it is that they can't do to them, but the destruction just doesn't seem to make sense. So from a recovery perspective, if anyone knows anything about e-waste, you know that there's nowhere in Australia that I can see, and someone can probably tell me if there is, that recovers the glass out of LCDs. So this doesn't make a great deal of sense anyway, even if there was. But if there was someone doing it, now that it's all cracked, it makes it extremely hard to pull the glass out of it, because you want to try and get it out in one piece and then delaminate it, assumably. But for what reason you would go to the extent of destroying it like this? Okay, this is nothing super new. I mean, it's a Windows 7 machine, so it's a few years old now. No big loss, but really there's probably still salvageable parts in it. And by the same token, there will be... Okay, let's prove a point again, as I tried to show in the other videos, where I recovered both hard drives that were intact out of those other machines. That looks like they've destroyed everywhere else apart from the hard drive, which you're only destroying something like this is A, you've got nothing better to do, B, you've got anger management issues, and sure, it's a good way to take it out. I know at work we've destroyed a few TCLs that are no longer fit for repair, because, you know, it's TCL and we wanted to take our frustrations out on something that nobody... Finish the sentence yourselves. Hard drive intact. Yep, great, cool. So great data security, guys. Whoever you are destroying these things, yep, if you're going to destroy it, just take that out and leave this intact for the recovery people to do their jobs cleanly, safely, and they'll love you if you just take that out, keep it, no problems, destroy it, smash it, put a hole through it, drill it, that's fine. If there's a hole in it, that's cool. You know, we can still pull it apart, get the metal off it that the recoverers need to get out of it without bits of crap going everywhere like this. We don't want to have glass going everywhere unnecessarily. We could pull the plastics out, disconnect all the leads, scrap all the copper out of it. Possibly if it was working unit and the problems weren't here, you know, someone who's at a higher level of recovery than me could use that webcam and put it in another machine, keep it going. Normally I talk a bit slower, but you can tell when I'm upset about something because I talk a bit faster or excited. So here's another example. The glass bit's all gone to shrapnel. It's an i7, so it's a slightly newer machine than that one would have been. Bits are probably still all in there. Hard drive's been removed. Okay, great, cool. You've achieved what you wanted to do. Just leave the rest of it, guys. Look, bits of plastic. I haven't started pulling it apart yet. Drive. Probably nothing wrong with the drive, but now it's got a big dent in it, no fascia on it, probably no good for anyone. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Awesome. Alright, and this one, okay, not, you know, a super big fan of Acer or anything, but by the same token, how awesome would this machine have been? Obviously, it's designed as a gamer machine. It's making a point. It's a newer i5, which may or may not be salvageable. You know, what's the go? Let's punch holes in it. Cool, okay, and the glass. Okay, let's punch it. So we've gone bang, bang. Whoop, that's obviously something we'll cut out. We've gone bang, bang from the other side. Full HD display. Yeah, it's a full HD crack in it now, isn't it? Let's have a closer look. DTSX. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so probably would have had an SSD in it anyway, which if they haven't removed, again, you've achieved nothing because it's an SSD, so unless you've, again, drilled right through or pulled the chips off or just simply pulled it out, you haven't achieved anything. And there's a good chance that this bit here, I'll show you closer, where the holes are, it's not going to be under there anyway. So when we pull it down, we'll see that, and you'll see that, and you'll see my point about unnecessary destruction, and, you know, what's the point of it? Cool, alright. Alright, we'll start, let's maybe start on that one. If we switch to music or the original audio cuts out, it's because there's two kids in their bedroom at the moment, but they may come out at any minute and they may spruik anything, you know. And if you wondered, yeah, often in some of the teardowns where there's no audio, that's often when I have one or both kids around, and there's usually some form of TV playing in the background that's guaranteed to hit a content match, and just generally we don't all want to hear all their sounds all the time. Okay, what do I need? Small screwdriver. Speaking of, let's have a closer look. It looks like, where are you guys? So they punctured it, bent those, that's probably cracked. That's where the hard drive was. Punctured it there, lucky shot on this bit. Punched it there, and there's a lucky shot there. So yeah, hard drive's removed anyway, but they've cracked it there. Lucky they don't go through the battery and cause some damage to themselves, but obviously they're not going to happen with these anyway. SSD, still there, but yeah, they've definitely cracked bits of it. It's probably not recoverable anyway. What else is there? Yeah, interesting. It's a shame though. A waste of a lot of parts that probably could have been reused if they simply removed that, remove that. If they're claiming to be repairers anyway, you'd be doing that anyway. So why wouldn't you? I like to say anyway. Why wouldn't you just do it? Like, if you're going to try and sell them something else, sure, just take the data and go, hey guys, here's your data anyway. Take it to anyway. There's anyway again. Here's your data. Take it to a real computer store and get them to put it on an external drive or something for you. So, idiots. Anywho, this is what we put up with in this industry. I shall continue to disassemble. And what was this? I'm not on the screen and it's too bright. It's an 8 gig stick. PC4 3200 1x16. We will not be recovering that. That will just go for full recovery. It's not going to be reused because obviously it's taken enough force for the sodium slots to pop, to completely pop. So it's taken too much pop. That's right. Too much stress to try and risk putting in another machine or even putting it into MM test to get it to go fail anyway. pretty good shot. Oh, where are you? You can see the bend in it. Pretty well. Where are you? There you are. Pretty bendy. I'm assuming from the model number, part number, it's got 512 in it. It's a 512, so a decent size M.2 stick there. What a shame.
Alright, well done to this one. Cracks this side, so that means they've come from this side. Yeah, they love punching holes in it this way, don't they? Look at them. Oh, what have we got in here? Probably not much left in this one. Peeling out. Peeling. Again, we're not saving any of this for putting in anyone else's machine, so I'm just trying to get them out. Here you go. Get him out. Oh, that's one way to come out in one bit, isn't it? Chop. looks like it's been bent. Which way? That way. So probably wouldn't trust this RAM either. 4 gig, 2B8, PC3, 10600. So nothing to sneeze at, but you know, it's not worth. Not worth risking after what it's been through. It's a traumatic experience. Unlike what they were trying to, you know, destroy. Is that the word I'm looking for? So brain fade while I'm trying to read it in the shiny light. 320 gig, 5400, but no punctures anywhere. Well, why am I looking at it here? See for yourself. Shiny. But no punctures. They succeeded in annoying the resource recoverers, but they did not succeed. Succeed, is that the word? Succeed in data protection. So if they haven't wiped that with their 011 multiple pass, what were they doing? Take it out. Well, don't take it out, I don't care. It's a working hard drive otherwise. But again, it's not going to get put back into service, but it will be interesting to know, and I'll put it in another video if it does, of it booting up. I'm not going to look at the data in any, but we'll see if, you know, BIOS detects it. Screws. Either that or this is just how they repair it. You know, sometimes I'm a bit like that. I'm like, oh, what screws? What do we want screws for? Just rip it open, mate. Clearly, I'm defeated by the laptop, and we'll resort to non-caveman techniques and use the screwdriver or drill, so slightly caveman technique. But again, this is for speed. This is not for precision. If it was for precision, I would use a hammer. Robust speaker, look at that. Listen to that. See, get free yet? Really? Got one more stooge. Come on, stooge. All right. Oh, we are free. Where are we? How are you held on? A couple of screws. Oh, look, they work.